Elena had given herself over to a deception that was eating her alive from the inside. The worst part, she didn't even try to wash away the scent of guilt before her husband came home. It all started that morning. A sudden noise, water bursting out from under the sink. The massive kitchen was quickly flooding, and along with it, Elena's patience. She was alone and desperate, in a house far too big for one person. So she called the emergency number her husband, David, always keeps on the refrigerator. Not long after, the doorbell rang. It wasn't a prince, but a tall man wearing a dirty work uniform and a cap that shadowed his face. Elena opened the door, not realizing she was letting in more than just a plumber. They didn't talk much. He got to work immediately, focused and silent. As he tightened the wrench with force, Elena froze, staring at his tense, powerful arms. The contrast with her own fragility was impossible to ignore. There was an electric tension in the air, a heavy, painful silence that seemed to fill the flooded room. There was no clear signal. Maybe it was her, desperately searching for something real in her lonely life. Maybe it was him, the way he looked at her with such deep sadness that it completely disarmed her. The moment that changed everything. They ended up on the wet kitchen floor, surrounded by cold water and forgotten tools. A desperate act of connection. When it was over, he stood up quickly without saying much. He pulled his cap down low, hiding any trace of remorse, and left without asking for payment. His goodbye was a cold, simple "I'm sorry," muttered as he closed the door. Later, when David came home from work, he gently kissed her on the forehead and asked how her day had been. Elena could only smile, trembling, feeling the weight of being the worst kind of woman.